forgot that the mic is me and then everything else is desktop. Right, I'm on the air now. Um, Obviously it'll start up.
It did something. That was
Yeah.
fast. It's already on.
Okay. Okay, so welcome to another episode of Shenanigans on ARK with Patrick. I'm currently going to be doing a solo tame on one of the harder tames to do on ARK, and currently I've done a lot of rendition on OBS. Been trying to get the graphics to comply with the fact that my upload is not as good as I would like it to be. It's usually around 10 megabit up, but obviously that's never going to be solidified as sure. So, I found the dino I was looking for. So we're gonna just do it as 720p, and we'll try to see if that works out. I have a friend in currently with me on voice comms. Say hello, Floyd.
Hello.
And we have another person in here, but they are currently AFK. Alright, so we're going to start doing this. I will introduce you to my current situation. Currently out with my 2 dire wolves of my pack. I have a total of 6 members of my pack, but only need 2. So this is Hercene, and this is Sanguine. Sanguine's my alpha. That's why they have the fire kind of looking effect. The alpha obviously gets bonuses too. Their damage and resistances to combat. If you notice when I hop on, I will have, it's kind of hard to see because I have a overlay, but where my mouse is currently circling, there's teeth symbol that's green, bright green. That means the alpha has the bonus to bleed out. If I bite an animal, it will most likely receive bleed out damage, damage over time. Also, the mechanics they added to ARK, for those of you that don't know yet, wolves finally got the pack mechanics that they should have had way back in the day. If you see the +1, the more members beyond the alpha join the pack up to 5 or 4 additional to the alpha, you will get another plus multiplier. The multiplier, I think, is the same thing as his resistance or damage, something like that.
That's awesome.
Increases. I don't think you see it on the stats. They do not stack during visually on the stack, but it's like passive. But because resistances and damage bonuses never ever show up unless you're talking about something called what is it? Your imprinting. If you tame an animal in the wild, you will not get an imprint. Obviously, imprinting only happens when you breed and have babies or whatever eggs, whatever the type of species it is. Mine is 100%, so I gave it cuddles. I gave it whatever it needed during the development period from baby, adolescent, juvenile to mature. So that's 100% bonuses to a lot of the stats that you see. Normally a wolf will be 130 speed by default. This is 230. Damage, it's been probably added around 250% damage on top of what it was. Weight, pretty much a lot of the things are increased. The health on this dude, yeah, insane. Normally a wolf after full tame, like 150, which is usually your top level on a server with 4 times difficulty. 5 is on this one because a lot of the modded maps that are become official usually have max difficulty up to 5 without going beyond the official. Ours is obviously 5, so usually dinos spawn at the max at 160 unless it's a special type of dino or like a dungeon thing. If you tame a 160 on a wolf, you're usually going to get around 3,000, maybe if you're lucky 4,000 health at if you get a good roll. RNG will usually roll randomly after the tame becomes fully domesticated. If you notice, I'm going to hold up my Super Spyglass, which is a modded version of the Spyglass in the game. You'll notice that you get stats, way more than you would normally get. In the parentheses, the first number is your wild stats before it's tamed. Second number is after it's tamed. That's the stats that it gets. Actually, no, I'm wrong. When it's tamed, the first things are its base. The second number is whatever you put points into when it starts leveling up. My bad. So this has been leveled up 3 times on stamina. It was at 800. It rolled low in stam after it tamed. It rolled high in food, which is usually what you don't want, and that usually happens. Oxygen's another one that you don't want rolling high unless it's an aquatic animal. But, because you can tell it says 31, and the higher the first number in the parentheses, the more likely it's dominant in that number upon tame. My highest on this one was 40, which is the melee, which is the fist. Second highest was its speed. Obviously, it's like insanely fast. I never put points into speed. It's a 0. I've obviously put a lot into melee, which is 5 clicks. Nothing into weight because it was already good at 571. I weigh my current stats for my human, which is my main character, is 370. Usually when I have a tame that's going to carry me and anything I have on me, which is my gear, I only will usually put enough weight into it, if it's not going to be a pack animal, to exceed 20 to 30 pounds extra than I am currently at. So that'd be 20 or 30 past 370. That usually allows the animal to carry a little bit more, especially if it's like eating things and getting a little bit, its loot, to not over encumber itself. Because I will add to its own weight. So obviously it has a lot of stuff in here, like 32 pounds there, 8 pounds there. It gets heavy. So this guy at 571 can easily lift me. But like I said, according to the scope, 36 is its second best, 34 is its next, which is weight. 34 again on its oxygen, which kind of sucks. 34 with its health. Its health is probably the most clicked on, with 39 clicks. Like I said, normally for a highest you can roll is normally around 4,000 health. Mine's 15,990. That's a lot of health. So definitely it was bred. It was bred very well with 2 really good parents. Now the nice thing about this game is, let me get rid of the scope. If I go into here, you can show ancestors. Whoops, my bad. Let's see. Ancestors are going to be Sanguine, which is what the darker with the red colored paws, if you can see in the background. That's Sanguine. And Hercene, which is also one of the pack members. I think it's the one I'm looking at. Yeah, Hercene right here. Actually, my bad. It was the first Hercene. This is the second. My first one died. There was a glitch that happened where it got teleported in one of the tech things that allows you to teleport in the game, which is one of the end game items you can get. It teleported and had a glitch where it got fused inside of a wall, and at the time it was someone else that did the teleport, and I failed to come in time to save it, and it suffocated and died. And I had a triplet set of dinos when I had these bred, and Hercene the second was one of the 3 triplets. He received best of the health and the carry and some other stuff, and that's why he's so powerful. And so, yeah, that's them too. Alright, so enough of that. We're currently getting ready to tame this dude over here. He's stuck on a tree or something. This is a Therizinosaurus. It's a level 95, which is pretty high. I want him because he has special attributes on harvesting. Currently, I'm in a multi-phase campaign to get a giant, huge-ass barge, which is a modified boat. In this game, usually you have 2 different boats. You have a regular wooden raft, and you have a metal raft that they recently introduced a few patches back. And the metal raft is a motorboat that has actual fuel. The other one is really slow. The metal one is actually faster, has more hit points, etc., etc. Well, the barge is a giant, massive ship that you can pretty much build whatever you want on. It's a flat thing. I'm going to be building an aircraft carrier, or in this case, a dinocraft carrier. Instead of aircraft, it'll be, like Paradons and RGs and other stuff like that. I've built 4 of them previously in the game, in 4 different maps back. If you ever go to my, if you ever go to my channel, or my profile on Steam, if you go to my screenshots, I have some screenshots in there somewhere of the past ones I've built. Eventually, I'm going to be building out a tech, which is going to be really nice, but tech's really hard to get in this game, especially the amount of element you need to make the tech items.
He's trying really hard.
Yeah, he's trying really hard to get it free, yeah.
The tree.
Yep. The thing I'm mostly interested in, as you can see, it has 17 points in melee. The melee is important for its harvesting ability. The second best is going to be weight. And then two best after that is health and speed, run speed. Like I said, weight and damage or melee is pretty much what I'm worried about. He's going to be one of my harvesters for something that's going to go towards the boat. And that'll be in a later episode in the future. So that's what I'm going for. Currently, we're kind of in a little tropical swampish kind of hybrid place. This is near our main base, which is a cave in the middle of the mountains up the hill. Behind us is one of the obelisks, the blue obelisk. So we're kind of near a lot of different things. And this has a lot of rich nodes of metal, as you can see over...
It's very pretty.
There's metal there. Get out of my way. Okay, man, you're pissing me off. Well, sorry to say, you're the weakest link. Goodbye. Actually, let's get the wolves fed.
We need paramedics for the Parasaurus.
Actually, one of the new type of things that they've introduced in the game is the ability to, if you see at the bottom when it comes up eventually on the stream's delay, you can have order groups. This is almost like an RTS where you select your units in a certain group and give them orders. In this case, these dudes are a part of a group. They're a part of multiple groups, but the current one is Black Ops, I call it. This is only the ones I currently have with me. Alpha Pack, if you want to go over on the right, there's a lot of them. Black Ops, I only have a few. Apocrypha is currently not in it. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. So they're in a current group. Let's make that the default. And if you see this, I'm going to have them eat the carcass. Right? Now they're pretty much fed. If you look inside, they have 226 meat there. And a little bit of meat there. Obviously, I have some other stuff. Alright, so before we go on this little taming spree, I'll explain a little bit of what we have as equipment. Let's see. I have some of the stuff spread out between these two because of the amount of weight that these items are going to cause. Currently, we're going to be needing a weapon that can trank. This is one of the vanilla items of fabricated sniper rifle. On one of the mods that we have called the weapons table mod, or the modern weapons mod, we have these special darts that go beyond the vanilla. They look like this. They have a different color. The teal ones are for sniper, as it says on there. Supports fabricated sniper. The higher the gun type that these darts use, the more torque they put out. This is the second from the best, which the best would be this Barrett 50 cal, which I don't have with me at the moment, which can do crazy stuff. But this one does, I think, like 3,000 torque per hit, whereas the normal darts do like somewhere under 500.
You can torque an engine block with that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, so this gun, normally, if I remove the accessory out of it, due to some balancing, if you just get a brand new rifle, actually that is, hold on, I think I know why. Drag the start on this. When you have it, when you have the brand new access to this gun, through the normal vanilla means, and you put darts in this gun from the mod, you only get iron sights. This is to kind of balance the fact that you're not freaking OP at the beginning. When you get higher up in your levels, you will be able to unlock a special scope, which is this thing right here, from the weapons table mod to go on your rifle. Now we have the original scope that the normal rifle has, which becomes very helpful. You can't zoom, unfortunately, but so we got the sniper rifle to trank it. We got this is actually back up the current amount of narcotics that we have is this 200 super narcotics. These are, I think, 5 times more potent than the regular ones that come with the main game, vanilla wise. We have spike wall traps, the metal ones I prefer because they're harder to destroy. These will be used to protect the tame while it's being, domesticated. This will surround. I will be surrounding it with those. We have pretty much everything else in here is just for other stuff not related. Let's see here. One thing I did forget to bring. We will actually have to go back to get this before we actually do this tame. I almost forgot. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and get the tame down, and then we'll go back and get it because the spike walls will protect us from being injured while we're going back to get things. These are just other items I have. These are medical brews so I can keep alive if I get hit. Pretty much everything else is just, regular stuff. One thing I do want to say is while I was looking for this dude, we had actually an issue where we couldn't find him. And this is how I find things. It's a mod called Dino Tracker. Very, very handy mod. It looks like a freaking smartphone. When using this mod, you can actually pull up tribe dinos, which it'll tell you everything you need to know. Let's go to something that's in our cave. It actually shows the boats too. This big raft is my one of my barges that I use to mine things. We'll use that because it's in the cave that we're going back to eventually. We just lost someone in voice chat. Oh, someone got timed out. So if I hit find, it'll give me an arrow that for a short brief time shows where I'm supposed to go to find where I'm going at. And then there'll be, if you can see up at the top of the trees, and you can ping as much as you want after you've done it the first time, there'll be a beacon that tells you where to go. This is very handy. But because it's quite OP in that fashion, if you do wild dinos instead, it will not be able to track them, but it'll tell you in your draw distance that you currently have set as far as your graphic settings, where things are and what they are, as far as that they're around you in some form or fashion, a big bubble, and what the information about what it is, like, it's gender, it's level. So right now we have a Therizinosaurus right here, level 95 male. I was originally looking for it, and that's where it is, right over across the stream. Another thing you can get is find tribe members. It does the same thing as the other ones, the tames. Again, goes over to somewhere over there. And find death points. If you die, you can find that, or find allies if you're having an alliance with another tribe. So these are pretty handy. We are going to go back in a minute, but let's just get this done. It is getting dark, so we have a little bit of a problem on that. Let's get a night vision headset on. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Let's get this going. We're going to get the sniper rifle out. Make sure my wolves aren't passive. They're currently attacking target, which is not a good thing. Let's do the real menu. Hopefully this works. Sometimes it doesn't because the game's a little bit buggy still for whatever reason. Okay, passive. Passive. Okay, cool. If I shoot these, this tame over here, they will not go attacking it. If it hits me, it will not go attacking it unless I want it to. Because I can always order it to go somewhere like that. Usually it takes sometimes a while to both go where you want. Alright, let's do this. Now, if you will notice in a minute, I'm going to... Well, I have to get rid of the gun because it doesn't allow you to do that. You'll notice that I have a ghillie suit on other than the night vision goggles. Ghillie suits in this game will allow you to be harder to detect at range. You'll be more likely to be kind of camouflaged, so to speak, which is the point of ghillie suits. So you can sneak up on things. And this will help us when we're trying to capture this dude because he will not really see us. And the good news is he's stuck, so maybe he won't come after me anyway.
He's stuck and he won't see you.
Let's get down the ground. Obviously, if you're prone or kneeling, you get more of a bonus to the sway being less. In this case, the sway is almost non-existent. Interesting. Alright, first of all, if you'll notice... Yeah, for those of you that don't know the game too well, torpor, the bottom gray bar, is your conscious level of whatever dino or whatever, is being hit by anything. It's currently at 0, meaning it's completely conscious. So we'll fire one dart. I don't even know if that hit or not. Sometimes it doesn't show up from range. Nope, did not hit. Something is blocking me. Let me try again.
Nope. Something happened there.
Got a hit there. See? About not far from 3,000 torp, so it's actually a little less. But pretty effective. It's about to get free if it keeps struggling. It's free. We'll have to do this quickly. Oh, I'm missing a lot. Oh, okay. This is getting dangerous. Can't see me yet. Alright, it's down. That was not too hard. One thing you gotta be careful of is that it doesn't go down in the water, else it will drown. Unless it's an aquatic animal that doesn't need to breathe. Okay. Make sure I'm on the right one. This is following the other one. No, actually it's not at the moment, but it will be. Let's try to jump across the river, because these wolves are freaking badass about that.
I know, like for real.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and secure this area. Let's get back on the wolves. Spike wall. Let's do it on number 1. One thing you don't want to happen to your tames, or at least the ones you're taming, is to have them get hit or damaged after they're currently asleep. If they do, they take a massive hit to their efficiency. Now, unfortunately, these dudes tend to wake up very quickly. As you notice, the bar is not moving too fast, but it is enough that they will wake up eventually. So, and these dudes are one of the harder ones to tame. They take 2 hours, so we are going to be a little bit long on this.
Yeah, that's a long time for a tame.
Yep.
Really gotta work for it.
Okay, and we'll continue putting the spike wall up. Gotta be careful as well, because spike walls will hurt you as well.
So within 2 hours, you can have a base set up.
We'll use K mode, which is orbiting camera mode. Helps get things put up easier when you're building. In this game, it's not like your other kind of games where things snap into grids. Like, for example, Second Life, maybe you haven't played it or not, but that's kind of how those work. It has a huge grid ruler system of measurement. In this game, you don't. Some mods will allow you to do it, but it's very rare to find anything like that. Okay, my wolves are not wanting that right now. Let's move them out of the way.
Huh, snap the grid. What the fuck's that?
I'll have to make this wolf go the other direction, because you usually dismount to the right every time you ever dismount most creatures when you're riding them. Let's make sure he's okay. He's still good on the torp. It's good enough. You don't want to get too close, because if the tame eventually wakes up after you're finished and wakes up into the spikes, that would be quite bad.
Boom, headshot.
Not too worried about things in the water.
It's like, how do you get headshotted by a spike wall?
This is the hard part, because there's a rock here. Probably want that up on the rock. Oh, actually, we might try something different.
Holy crap, that's awesome. They go any sorts of which way.
Yeah, although I don't really like this rock here. Let me make sure I'm away from him. Actually, this is a rock that you can't break. Damn, that sucks. We'll just have to deal with it.
Guess you're between a rock and a hard place.
Literally. That works, almost there.
Sometimes you just find yourself between a rock and a spike wall.
That's actually really close to him. I'll be careful here. I don't want that, I want this. One thing I can do is a little trick. I'll make sure he's still... Trepidity, let's get some of those in there. Okay, this is a trick that if you don't want to hit a tame accidentally while trying to chop down a tree, well, usually it works. There we go. You can grapple and pull yourself way high and hit the tree from up here.
Really? Huh.
There we go. It's falling down and no more tree in the way. Actually, that's not working out too well. Here. You can hear an animal moving. I thought that dude over there across the water is actually a threat. If he throws a rock over here, which they usually do when they're engaged, it could hurt the tame. Although, luckily, I have a ghillie suit on, so it's going to be harder to see me. Let's get really close. That'll work. And I hit it. Didn't do too much damage, I hope. Did a lot of damage to my body, to my armor.
They hurt pretty bad, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
There we go. Now this is good enough. Hardly, the likelihood of anything coming through that hole is almost non-existent. Luckily I had enough these wolves to make it just right. Okay, let me make sure he's sleeping still, and we'll go back and get the stuff we need. As you notice, these super narcotics are pretty good because he's still going up on Torp. Let's do a few more just in case.
I am trying to stop his heart, huh? Jesus. I guess they can't overdose, can they?
Not really. Want to go on Sanguine. Now we're going to go back to the base. You'll actually get to see our base, which is going to be neat.
Is it our belong to you?
Oh, yeah. All your base are belong to me. Gotta sometimes make sure your tames, if you're following you, don't get stuck on rocks or trees like that the Therizinosaurus did earlier. That could be the problem with pack animals, is they get kind of spread out and stuck on things. See what the light is coming at. Still nighttime. Obviously, when it gets lighter, it's going to be harder to deal with night vision because it'll get bright. Let's go up here. Wow, my wolf flew at me. Pretty cool. If you remember me mentioning, we have a base in the mountain. This is the mountain with the cliff edge. Here's the entrance on the upper level. That watery area down there is another entrance through a canal of water. Usually my tames stay up here through the upper entrance because the place they hang out are down there. If you notice, eventually when it comes up to the delay, all my wolves are over there on a big cliff edge. And that's my Utranus. We'll have to show you how the Utranus works at another time. This is a scary little spot because it's a bridge. Goes down to a really far down area. Let's go to this night vision. As you can see, it is literally a bridge. We have a mod on ARK called Automated ARK. If you see those domes of lines, those are effective areas for either pulling materials automatically from chests or a generator that produces power or anything similar. If you ever played Minecraft and use industrial mods, it's kind of like that. To get to my area is over there. We're going to it because all my taming equipment's over there. The bottom location that we saw earlier is our tribe's main common grounds. And you probably noticed that if you've ever done Elder Scrolls lore, that all my wolves, as you can see, are named something to do with Daedric princes or similar. I kind of followed the whole Daedric ritual crap. I just do that for fun. These are artifacts that you can collect during playing the game. Hello, RG. This is my weapons factory. There's a dragon on the top of it because I don't know why. So my generators. These are automated ARK vaults. They're called OCD vaults, and they're literally named OCD vaults for a reason. When you make stuff in the vanilla game, and you put stuff into tables, they stay on the table. If you don't want to continuously move your shit back to a damn container to keep organized, this mod will pull it back out of at like 10 minutes, which we have it set to that. It'll pull everything back into the respective chest. Raw resources, refined materials, which is when those are refined, and other different items or devices. Anything that are in these chests becomes a filter. Anything in the entire area that's a container that's programmed to be pulled from this will pull things that are in here already with this right here. Or you can basically put this as a filter of what you want pulled or not pulled. It's complicated. I'm not going to go into it very much farther than that, but that's that. Let's pull some of this stuff here. There's more super narcotics in case we run out. But we're looking for mutton, which is the food that we need. Don't think we actually have it up here. We'll have to go down. We'll use my bird here to go back down to the lower level. But yeah, you can see this big cave is our huge ass base. One of the bigger bases in this map, which is called Ragnarok, which is in a DLC map that came out not too long ago. There's our forge room. The glass building is our huge greenhouse. The wooden building over there is our log out room for the people that don't want to have their own little place. This is our smithy location. We actually have it so that smithies and fabricators are one device. You can put them on top of each other. Then there's the chemical benches. These things right here give you... These are incubators for eggs, but they can also be used to produce insulation so you don't either burn up or freeze to death. This is our warehouse. We have a freak ton of OCD vaults. Anyway, we gotta get this done so we don't lose our tame, because it'll probably wake up not too long from now. Here's our feeding trough. And a bunch of other crap. In here, we have all of our meats and other stuff. We're going to want raw mutton. They're the favorite food of or most animals that are carnivorous. Other than or kibble, sorry. We don't have kibble for the... Actually, I don't even know what the kibble is for the Therizinosaur. You know what? I forgot if they take meat or not. Let me check this on Dododex, which is a website we use for a lot of resources about animals, taming, and other stuff. We'll get that going.
What does it say about his power level?
Over 9,000.
Alright, I'm done. No, I'm not.
Therizinosaurs, unfortunately, I'm incorrect. They don't take food. They take mesoberries, berries, or best thing is crops. Let's try crops. We don't have the kibble, so that's the next best thing.
You're like, they don't take food, they take berries and shit.
Yeah, I'm crazy like that. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, so we'll go over to our crops and hope we have good crops going. This dude fell in from the hole up there. Alright, don't give a crap. Gotta do this fast. And here we got too many crops. The guy that helps me out with this stuff built way too many prop plots. I don't think it matters what type of crop.
So it goes bad, I'm sure.
And we want vegetables versus berries. There we go. Oh, that's not enough. Not enough. Crap, where's... We need more. This is not good. We only have one on every freaking thing. I think we have actually something that's trapping them. Let me check. Oh, there it is. This chest right here. Let's take, we'll say a bunch of carrots. 911 should do. We can come back if needed. And we'll go back up to my little place. If I can find where the hell I am, there you go. And now we gotta hurry pretty quick. Might actually not make it in time.
You have to. You've already begun.
I'm just gonna have to sprint and jump a lot because that's as fast as I can go. Make sure he's not falling off the damn bridge. Okay, his stamina's getting low, so we can't do that all the time. I'm a little heavy, so that's probably why he's slow. Plus, he's not bred. Oh, he's got the default. This is a wild tame, so it's got default run speed. This is gonna probably hurt him, but you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, he took the damage without. Well, he took a fall without damage, technically. We're gonna cut corners. There's the tame. Okay, this is probably gonna hit. Yeah, that hurt. And took about very small amount of damage. Who gives a crap? Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't aggro. Oh crap, I am too close. Is he gonna get close? So he's getting really close to my wolves. That's not cool. Let's see, he's got half twerp, that's good. I really don't feel comfortable with him being here. I think I'll just go ahead and dispatch his ass. I have to get close to give a really heavy hit to him since I'm using a shotgun. Can't shoot in the water, unfortunately. Alright, he's dead. It's a lot of damage. This is one of the more end-game high-end shotguns. If you've ever played many games that deal with real-world weapons, it's a USA 12. Very, very, very powerful shotgun, fully auto. Probably said that wrong. USAS 12, my bad. Okay, there we go.
USAS.
Feed it some more stuff for Torp. And let's go ahead and put these in here. Forgot to put that away, whatever. Right. See how well it's doing. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I only did like 3% per feeding. Now the good news is we got a good start since if you let it sit there for a while, it will have to eat to become conscious again. And you want them. One of the more effective ways to tame these dudes is to starve tame them. Make them very low on food and then feed them all at once. So we did very little on that because it only ate that much until it stopped. So we're going to probably have to wait probably an hour and 40 minutes or so for this thing to tame. It's a lot. And it has a 99.9% effectiveness. The better the food you feed it, the more higher that effectiveness is going to start out at. The longer it takes to tame, the slower that number will drop. Obviously, the longer it takes, the lower it drops, and the more it's going to likely... I got an update for a game. 1 second, it shut my game down. It's postponed to 12 hours. World of Warships, wonderful. Going back to the game. Okay. So, since this is going to take a while, I'm going to make sure it has plenty of twerp before I leave it, and we're going to leave it and do some other stuff to kind of fill in the time.
Hooray. Oh my god, it's 6 a.m.
Yes, it
Oh
is.
my
I've actually
god.
sacrificed most of my sleep for today. But yeah,
Oh.
since I'm stuck with taming this dude, it is gonna take pretty much all my
All morning.
sleep. Yep. Since Floyd here with me in voice is currently new to the game, since it's had so many different renditions and updates and total overhauls, as you notice the Floyd, you probably don't notice the way the interface
UI.
is. It's a lot different, more organized, more efficient. Um, see,
Those
that's
filters. Search filters.
lots of filters. This thing's more useful. Triblog governance.
And there's you and them.
We even have groups in the tribe now that you can set permissions for each tribe member type group. Like the
Get out.
alphas, you can do whatever you want. Forbidden, obviously, is like my high end stuff for people that should not be touching. And yeah, pretty much that. Velvet Paws is my character. Alpha, obviously, owner, tribe leader, whatever. And that's kind of how that goes. These are Ingrams. It used to be a cluster fuck of crap that you really, really can, deal. It's
Oh
really hard to
yeah.
deal with it. Not only did it have no way of telling what version, what unlock level you have to be once you've learned it, because it will. Before this all got better, any items that were beyond my level would show like this. It'd be a silhouette, and it wouldn't even have a number on it back in the day. Now, it obviously has a column that's dedicated per section of whatever that level, the engrams under that level, and it still tells you obviously what level. Much more easier to figure out. And we have a lot of stuff we can learn because we have a lot of mods. We even have, as you saw a minute ago, a railgun. This railgun is like the ultimate trank weapon. It's the only thing better than the Barrett. Takes a lot of materials to make, black pearls being the most rarest. And the ammo also takes pretty insane amounts of material to make. But they do like 16,000 something torp per hit. These are designed for Giganotosauruses, the biggest tames in the game.
Oh, Rich,
Does massive amounts of damage if on the default. Yes.
what's with the huge metal structure in the main cave now?
I'm not aware. Where are you talking about? Because it could be anywhere.
That's off to the side, under the water and above the water.
That is
There's
going
like,
to be something that we're working on as a project to pretty much take that island that has all the dinos stored on it to expand the island and make it so we can build more stuff on it, or even a breeding pen.
Hmm.
So that's
like,
what that's
there's
for.
foundation like covering the entire seafloor.
Yep. It's so we can build on it.
I'm getting like 10 frames a second when I'm in there. It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, that's not good. I didn't know it would actually do that. What card are you using? 970 still?
Yeah.
Wow. Surprised it does that.
Turn texture man right now. There's like use low textures on that thing.
Yeah.
It's a badass card. The GPU is great and all, but with the fucking 970s, they disabled that level of cache. So your last 0.5
Sure, that goes up.
500 megabytes is slow.
Yeah. Do I have a saddle with me? That's not the right saddle. That's something I pulled out of a drop.
You could make a saddle.
I'm actually going to take the saddle and put it on the Therizinosaurus so when he wakes up he'll have it right off the bat.
We're gonna keep saying saddle.
What is this? No, never mind.
Saddle.
There's a saddle, an apprentice version of it.
Somebody else say saddle.
Nice thing is, these do not do damage, although they show a lot of blood. Otherwise, he would have lost a fuck ton of taming efficiency. So he's at 25.5% tamed. That's actually really good. This should be taking 2 hours. I don't think it will. That's too fast. We have our speed on our taming efficiencies multiplied a little higher because we don't want to spend like which would be I think 11 hours of taming on this dude if it were vanilla at a high level. That's way too long in real life time. So screw that. Give him one more narcotic. That should keep him asleep for a while. It's not raining, which means I can fill up my canteen. Alright, we're going to leave this dude here for now. He's protected by spike walls for the most part. Nice little underwater area here. What's that over there? A dodo. Yum 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 yum. Can eat trees with my wolves.
Okay.
Well, since we're waiting for that to tame, what would you like to do as far as what do you want to see and experience, Floyd? Anything specific?
Go defeat the final boss.
Ah, good luck with that.
Don't.
I guess I'm gonna do pack hunting tactics the way I do it.
Let's go get our Spino stuck in this fucking ice again.
I remember that. That's a long time ago.
Oh my god, that was like 4 or 5 hours of hell.
Oh yeah, Wicked. I remember that. Actually, I named my current Spino Wicked that's in the obelisk that I uploaded from the last map. It's not the same one, obviously, but
Keep him away from ice.
yeah. There we go. Good meat. That one ran away. Come here, you little pain in the ass. That meat literally encumbered him.
300 something? Holy crap.
Trying to get headshots. Got him. Did that out of boredom. Trying to find his body. There it is. Hercene, take care of that corpse.
Nom nom.
Let's go ahead and get. Let's see. This weight should update in a second. There we go, almost nothing. I forgot to put the saddle on that dude. We'll go back and do that. We have to go that way anyway. When dinosaurs do not have saddles, actually, never mind about that. That was not what I was going for. But if you, well, technically this is not a dinosaur; it's a mammal. But if you ride creatures, tames, whatever, and they do not have a, they don't have a rider like that one. They do not have stamina drain, nor do they have weight issues. But if you're riding them, they obviously can. Wow, that was lag. Thought I wasn't gonna make it.
Wow, I just saw it, yeah.
Wow, he still has almost full torp. That's awesome. Let's put that saddle on him. There we go. What's this tame level? 30%. It's a metal node right there. Could mine that if I wanted to. Excuse your face a little bit. I'm going to use it for a grappling hook spot. Alright, we're going to go back and do some tame tactics. Lots of carnage and killing soon to happen.
Doesn't sound very tame.
Not at all.
Nope. Every time you look behind you, it's just walking. Like it's Terminator Wolf.
Yeah, if I go to K mode, you'll see it. You'll run more.
Oh, yep. K is for John Connor.
AI pathfinding for the lose. Actually, I think it's down here. Yeah, the entrance is right here.
Hey, you found it. Go back.
We're gonna go ahead and leave him there. Don't mind the whistle. Let's see. It's my Utranus. You'll love this dude. He's like the command ship from, if you were to compare to Eve Online, of ARK. And you'll see what I'm talking about soon enough. I'm gonna have to get off of him to get these wolves because they're too clustered up. We'll use Azura, who's kind of one of my weaker wolves. Molag Ball, one of the strongest. Ursi and Molag are my strongest. We'll do all of them. Make sure they're following actually just the Therizinosaurus. If you're mounted on a mount and you have something follow you, it'll follow the mount and not you. Otherwise, it'll follow you. I think one of them is not following. Ah, that was bad. I accidentally hit the dragon. And those are a pain in the ass to get down. There, I got it. One thing you usually don't do is use the grappling hook to get on them if they're moving too fast, or they'll slam you into a wall. You got lucky that he was stuck on a wall, so it didn't matter. And this dragon is ridiculously fast. You can even see it just from walking on the ground. Make sure he's not following. Good. Whoops. It's getting ridiculous. Come on. There we go. Alright, we got them all there. This is going to be very difficult to control all 6 of these dudes.
God.
I usually have 5 or 4, but this is going to be just ridiculous. Gotta be super careful with this bridge, they'll fall off. You'll notice that the plus number is 4. Technically it should be 5 because there's 6, but by game mechanics for balance you can't go farther than 4. It'll even make them into a separate pack if you get too many. Which you'll see 2 alphas as you notice. Hircine, and it should be Molag Bull and the other one, now Sanguine. If you look over the edge, that's our tame thing that we were talking about earlier. That one of that wolf, our other guy that was talking, was having frame rate on. I can see that. It's a lot of structure to render. Cool, they all followed. Alright, we're going to wreak havoc now. This Retranus is basically kind of like a bird, Carno, and a T-Rex all in one. Something to that effect. They do a tremendous amount of damage and buff the crap out of stuff. You'll see that soon. Oh look, we have a poor innocent, already half dead thing here. Oh, there's a Tapajara that just flew randomly in front of me. I'm not going to kill that. We might want to tame it later. Those are rare birds. Alright, so first of all, pack tactics, remember that. Let me make sure these guys are in the right group. We want the Alpha DW pack, which is Daedric Wolf pack. That's what I named it, as you can see there. Make sure that's checked, as the asterisk saying it's there. Hircine, Azura, Apocrypha, Sheargraph, we have a few missing. Those will have to be added manually. Should be... Try to get all these out of the way. Probably Sang would be one of them. Let's go ahead and add them to groups. There we go, that's the one, and there should be another one. Let's try Apocrypha, it might be that one. Nope, it's already in there.
I'll be right back, step into the kitchen real fast.
Okay. Well, the Perturbotops is dead now. Alright, Wolf is over there. Just killed her. Or it. And there, all my wolves are now in the group. As you'll see, if I don't have the group selected, all the well, if it's being ridden, it won't show up, but at the bottom, over the quick slots, it'll tell you if that group has been selected. If it isn't, it'll say none. And then the arrows will only show up on the ones that will be given orders. Now, we're going to find something to kill and demonstrate the power of buffing. This Utranus has two different buff and debuffs. The buff is a roar that does a fear, which I'm going to demonstrate in this stupid dodo that's going to probably shit itself. I could hear it just dead. Alright, scared it. Let me see if it pooped. Yeah, I heard it poop before. Oh, it laid an egg instead. So I scared it so bad, it laid an egg. And if it's purple, it's without anything above its head, it's scared. If it has something above its head, it means it's pissed off. The scare tactic only happens on mostly medium to small animals. Like this dude right here, I'm going to try it on him. He's pissed off because he has the circle above his head. And the wolves will pretty much dispatch this. And dead. Now, I got hit by whatever that thing was and it did debuff, but whatever, it's gone. Let's try using the buff instead of the debuff. Let's move the wolves out of my way so they're in front of me. Let's do the cone of buff. Now they are glowing with an aura, which means they have more damage, more resistances. Insta kill right there. Insta kill again. Pretty effective. Nice thing about the Utranus is it's partially bird, so it can fall pretty decently. Let's have them eat this corpse over here if I can get a hold of it. There we go. See, that turtle's probably gonna get pissed. No, well, it's gonna die anyway.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You missed some of the Utranus stuff, but don't worry, we'll have more. I'm gonna check my tame, make sure he's still asleep. He is getting close to being awake, so I'll go ahead and... Hey, Wolf, if you want, you could probably feed him about 5 of the narcotics inside of his belly. 5 or 7 maybe. 7 would probably be better. Thank you. As you can see from the scope, it's going to go up a bit. Slowly but surely. He's almost halfway done taming. Definitely not 2 hours. Alright, so Floyd, I'm going to show you... And thank you, by the way, Wolf.
No problem.
Let's see. What shall I be our poor victim? We'll do the scare first because there's things over here that are small. Also, when you give commands, you have to redo a whistle so they'll come after you. Alright, so poor little Masha Chops thing here and a dodo. We're going to scare them. Cone of Sting. Notice that they shit themselves, sometimes twice in a row. I shit myself too, interesting. And they run like the wind. If they're purple aura'd, they're scared. If they have a circle above their head, they are pissed. Bigger animals will not scare off, they will actually get enraged. So now that they're scared, yeah, they'll run away. Now, if I were to use the secondary effect, they're now buffed. My wolves will now receive a damage and resistance buff. And you'll see that they will pretty much insta-kill anything if they converge at the same time. That poor dodo's about to go out of existence. One of them will probably kill it, yeah, instantly.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. And I'll have them move over there so that they're out of the way of those stupid rocks.
Stupid. Those rocks aren't stupid.
Dumb as a rock, right?
Oh, you meant like I thought you meant like a stone rock.
Well, it is. Fortunately, some of these, some tames will not listen either right away or not at all. Obviously, this dude's not listening. Let me try to, follow. And may listen once it's been ordered a few times. Come on, you can do it, Apocrypha. There you go, good boy. And he'll last a little bit longer. There's a drop. Wolf's got that drop, but those are storage containers the aliens of this ARK or whatever drop us from some kind of like subspace window at the top of these shafts of light. Different colored drops, something basically the different colors mean different values of basically the more fancier the color, the more rare it is. A lot of the items in the game that have color codes, like a lot of different MMORPGs, are designated with the better rarity of them. Like, obviously Primitive is not really anything but gray. Then you got Ramshackle's green, Apprentice is the next, Purple's Journeyman, which is the next after that. The one that you saw that was that golden drop, which is gold, is the next from the last, and then red is the final one. So it was Primitive, Ramshackle, Apprentice, Journeyman, Mastercraft, and finally Ascended. Ascended is the most highest, obviously. I'm gonna probably get these guys. Let's see if we can go to the obelisk. Hopefully the tame won't wake up too fast.
You know, it has been about an hour. Not maybe since you started taming, but
At least the Atlantis can swim pretty decently. Let's go in K mode so I'm not doing weird stuff. Looks like I think all the wolves are falling. Yes, they are.
it is such pretty water. the shaders.
Also doesn't have a bunch of whale semen and poop and piss in it that happens
helps,
over
yeah.
millions of years to make salt water. Crap, I'm stuck on this. There we go.
You wanted salt water, you should have started crying a long time ago. Oops.
Usually you use the command. Oh, there's a compy. If you watch Jurassic Park, you'll know what those are. Pack hunters. Oh, you scared little compy, aren't you? Oh, you don't exist anymore. That's all good. Look at all these dodos. Let's see if they shit even more than they already did. Yep, there's poop everywhere. Two at the same time. There's the obelisk. It's quite large of a structure. I'm actually going to make my way back to the Atlantis. My wolves will actually show up. They're not following. Let me look at them. That is a lot of dodos. I can't help but do this. There are a lot of scared dodos.
You could just like run through here being on a doody 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 doody.
More compies. Hey Wolf, would you do me a favor and throw a few more narcotics before I get over there? Because I don't think I'm going to get there in time. On the Therizinosaurus. So I'm headed over there in a second.
Did I just see something fly away?
Yeah, I was Wolf.
Oh, is it? Yeah, okay, I was thought like a wolf just like slingshotted out somewhere.
Well, sometimes my wolves will do that. The physics is a little bit goofy.
Yeah.
Nice thing about the Atlantis' capability of destroying trees is they won't hinder my wolves' movement.
Your Therizinosaurus is about a little over half torp.
Okay,
and,
wow.
52%, 50.7% taming.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, I was expecting to get faster on
With
the
a
torp.
99.6 taming efficiency.
That's actually surprising. I thought it would get worse. I actually almost screwed up. Whoops. I almost screwed up and gave it meat because it eats berries and vegetables. My wolves are stuck on me. There we go. Now there's a Bronto up here. See if I can kill that. Those are harder to kill. They have a huge knockback, big tail. Nice knowing you, Mr. Pterosaur. Wolves are probably stuck down the hill. Went too fast. Yeah, they're stuck behind rocks. They have a +2, so there's still some missing. See more compies. What's being attacked over there? There is a Dimorphodon attacking my tames wall over here. Luckily the wall is protecting it, that's why I put it there. Looks like it died. Well, that's good. Almost lost my Utranus.
What a cozy nest.
Cool. there's some of these animals that you have to watch out for. There's some that fly. There's little bitty rat-looking things called pegamastixes. The ones that fly are called ichthyothornuses. And I think there's one more. Maybe not. But those two animals will steal items out of your inventory. The pegamastix will steal it and run off. And the ichthyes will do one of two things. They'll either steal it out of your hands and drop it in front of you, disarm you basically, or if it's an editable item or consumable, they will eat it in mid-flight. They can do some really weird stuff. Just trying to find one right now. They usually tend to hang out around the ocean areas. So let's try my dino tracker and see if they're there. Nope, there's none around here. Awesome.
I'm gonna have to idle for a bit, so I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Alright, talk to you soon.
Doodles.
I accidentally killed a compy while trying to break a tree. Sneaky, sneaky. Wonder if I can get through this spot with ah, it broke. Well, luckily there's water because that broke my fall. And my wolves will probably fall in a second. Maybe.
I just saw it break. It just went, I'm gonna go fuck off over this right now. This piece just flew the fuck off.
Except my wolves don't want to come with.
Taming.
My Shanus is so tall that I don't even have to swim on this water. There's a rock in the middle of that.
Really getting stuck on it.
Yeah, it was kind of a big rock. You'll see in a second. I actually destroyed it.
I wanna rock.
So good. Trying to figure out where my wolves are. Whoops.
Turtle, turtle.
If you do this right, you won't hardly ever get hit. It's actually running away. Interesting. See if it has meat. Not a whole lot. One thing I can do is switch weapons real quick. Let's put a scope on my M4 and get out my bow. See if I have any ammo.
I mean, who doesn't have an M4 on an island?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't have any ammo for this, I don't think.
That's standard equipment.
It's probably on my wolf, I want to say. Now, I can use regular arrows, it's not as effective.
And here we have our crops of M4s and the sproutlings of 5.56 ammunition.
Now, again, we do have the dino tracker. Oops, wrong one. One unfortunate part about this dino tracker, they are trying to fix this eventually, but there's no way to make tames a lot easier and efficient to look through. It's all alphabetical order in a giant list.
Have they heard of subfolders? Good lord.
Let's do that one. Right, you can see the arrow and the light that shows as a beacon.
Bacon? Where?
Lots of bacon.
Bacon.
Missing, I think, one. Yes, I'm missing one wolf.
He won't just come home on his own, will he?
Probably not. Yeah, I don't think it was following anything. Well, we gotta figure out which one it is.
He'll just stand there and starve to death. Somebody feed me.
Be a while before that happens, but it will happen if not too long. So you got Molag, Sanguine. Yeah, I figured it's Hersing. Oh, I accidentally buffed them, but it's cool.
It's cool, bruh.
Very cool.
Cool like a fool in a swimming pool.
Huh? There's Hurston right there. It's oh, he's not far from here. Probably stuck behind something.
Can you believe I'm still using the same motherboard?
There he is. Same motherboard? Oh.
Yeah, Asus Crosshair 5 formula. It's not even the Z version, it's just fucking version 1.0.
I'm gonna actually attempt to get him back up here.
Thing's like 6 years old. Somebody booted. I heard jellyfish.
There we go. We're gonna go back over to the tame. We're gonna go back a little bit. They're not following me. I forgot about that.
I hate having to babysit AI.
I know, right?
So artificial intelligence, not wait for input intelligence.
Still got half twerp. That's good. And wolves are flying all over the place, literally.
Oh my god.
There's
Well,
a
the day the
Bronto.
pigs fly, they're still fucked.
Missing one of my dinos again. Oh, they're back. Okay, cool. So what? They can take that, dude. Yes, 8,000 hit points plus. Oh, he went fine red mist on me. Gone.
Huh. Oh yeah, so like about 7 months ago, my mom finally gets her own vehicle, right? She's been without, prior to that, about 3 or 4 years. She's been having to have dad take her everywhere. So, about 2 days, 3 days ago, we were in a fucking head-on collision.
Well, that's not good.
Like, this vehicle she fucking deserved it. Like, it's an Acura MDX. There's nothing wrong with it. It had so many bells and whistles. I'm sure the fucking bells had whistles.
Huh?
I mean, she didn't even know all of it yet. It had a DVD player. It had a fucking CD changer. It had a Bose. It sounded like it had some tins in the back seat. Like, it's seriously a premium vehicle. And we were going straight at an intersection, and the guy who claimed to have a green arrow was an actual just a green circle, yield left,
Yield.
green, and he just kept coming. He never touched the brake, and it hit on my mom's side. So she had to go to in an ambulance. She got whiplash. Just feeling like all sorts of shit. She's an old lady, man. She's like 72.
That's pretty up there.
She's getting there. But man, dude, that sucks.
It does.
That was probably like a $50,000 vehicle, brand new.
Ouch.
Yeah. We probably got it used for, I'm gonna say near 20,000, because it's an old model. It's one of those old models that older ones that have like the modern tech in them, and that were taken care of. So it's like just a half a step generation, you know, behind, but you could appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it had a freaking GPS, nav, backup camera. It had 2 seat and mirror setting memories. So driver 1 and driver 2, just hit whichever one you are when you get in, and the seat automatically goes to that position, and the mirrors automatically adjust. Fucking badass. I had just washed it for her too.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks a lot.
I just heard something hostile attacking the fence or wall.
Sniffly.
Yeah, I get that way too.
Look at them textures. It's actually some really detailed textures.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
You
76% tamed.
You should throw reshade onto this, onto ARK.
Probably could.
I'm pretty sure you can do that with any Direct 3D game, right?
Probably.
I mean, it self-injects and everything. I used it on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Just gave it that touch of vibrance, clarity.
Yeah. Something's attacking. Oh, that's not good. And it's about to die, hopefully. Scared it off.
Yes, fuck off that way, why don't you? Okay. Oh, I finally freaking joined the wonderful world of mechanical keyboards.
Yeah, most people like them.
I had nothing. I knew nothing about them. I just lucked out, and I got the keycaps that I want, like the Cherry MX Reds. They're silent. I mean, perfect. There's no tactile bump, no click. So suave. So I got a Logitech G606, 603. This keyboard is a Logitech G610, and I got the G series mouse. It's a G303, and then I got the G series headset. Like, so
Nice.
with the headphone wire for days, apparently. Like, 'cause I could walk out my room and go, like, in my kitchen. Insane.
Check the tame again. It's getting there, 80% tamed. I have a feeling, oh wow, that torp is still going up. Yeah, there's no way he's going to run out of torp by the time he's tamed.
No.
Crap, I did not want to do that. Oh,
So
there's the
7 was too many.
there's the buff.
Uh,
I'm gonna check something out. It's this one right here, I believe. No, this one maybe.
so if he's still torped when he's supposed to wake up, that's bad.
Yeah, if it wakes up too early, it'll not work out too well. This is the Arctic Warfare. Well, no, it's not really the Arctic Warfare Magnum because there's one on here, but this is the smaller, non-tactical version of it. Waiting for that dude to take off. He moved.
His wing's on fire. Oh, no, it's not. It looked like it was on fire. That was awesome. Chinese on
Yep.
fire.
Yeah, he got away.
What a douchebag.
You can see the rifle's pre-tailed in the light.
I mean,
Even the scope has the prism effect.
I've been trying to get my nephew to buy PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. He's my roommate. We had a job together. We carpooled to work, and he's on parole. He missed 2 drug classes, and they locked him up.
I'll do it.
For just missing 2 drug classes, which the teacher does nothing in. She just says, "Don't fall asleep." Not something to do.
Yeah.
So you missed 2 classes and you're out there. And no query of, what was the reason that you missed. Just go to report, and then he's got a warrant, and they just take him away right there. So we went to a halfway home. It's about 3 months in, and he can't take it. There's bed bugs. There's drugs in the halfway house. There's Doesn't sound like I'd stay there.
Yeah.
So he ran away from the halfway house, and that's a violation of his parole. So he's here. I mean, that's up to him. If he wants to stay here, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is his house. He fucking got this with. But so I'm living in this apartment. It's $520 a month. All bills paid. No electric cap. Furnished. That's cheap as fuck. I mean, split rent down 50%. That's $260 a piece. Yeah, we had it made. So, and then at the time of question, then he got arrested after going to check in. You know, just a routine parole visit. You know,
Yeah.
check up. He went in and got arrested. Well, he had left work early to go do it. And next day, he didn't come in because he was in jail. And the next day, they also fired me. I was making $11 an hour with overtime. Sucks. I was a tractor driver.
Unfortunately, you remember Anector, the Finnish guy?
Yeah, and I do that little bitch.
He has been gone, like, missing from, like, even his real-life friend has not seen him, and he went missing.
Really?
I just got a message from him on Steam. You couldn't see it because it's not, shows up in the, excuse me, the UI didn't show up, but, yeah, he's not seen him in several months, and neither have I.
Oh, that sucks.
Last time I saw him, he was sick with something weird, so we're kind of worried about that. I just saw a dillo in my...
I thought you were about to say a dildo. What the fuck?
No, I saw one in the
Anyways.
scope. Oh, I think I see him. He's right... Seems to me that might be a parasaur, but I saw it. There's a dillo. I didn't realize I was not on the mount. I was just kind of standing on him, not sitting on him, so fell off and hurt myself.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
Barely damaged though. Gotta be careful about getting in there without hitting the spikes.
Everybody stopped playing Fractured Space, but it still looks like a good game.
Out. Just got hit by a spike on accident. Yeah. I don't know. I just never got really into it. I mean, as far as the skill, I was not that good.
I was really into it, like, what, 1,600 hours or something?
Yeah. My ARK is almost 3,000 now. He should be tamed in 2 more. Yeah, there he goes. He ate. Actually, about maybe 2 or 3 more bites. About time too. I need to sleep at some point. I'm tired. If you noticed that I was looking at one thing for a long period of time, that's because I fell asleep. Literally on stream.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Just doing the wall shuffle. Yes. Every day I'm shuffling.
I just got hit by something. Is that that's the Dillo I was looking for earlier that I kept seeing on the scope. Little piece of crap. Trying to find the body. There it is.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh yes. Fuck is that? That thing's creepy looking underwater. Like, what the fuck? With blood spots all over it.
Keep moving too fast over that hill. Gonna hit the center of this opening, so I don't want to accidentally get flung into the spikes.
It's a strong ass grapple hook.
Oh yeah.
Looks like just like the other narcotics, it's just regular narcotics with radiation. So green. Faster. Faster.
I think I have 2 more feedings after this. I'm gonna take a short break. AFK. Should be safe in here. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to take that. I'll protect you.
Awesome.
Yeah, right.
Alright, everybody. I'm back. Sorry about the wait.
I back. Totally.
My father's being a pain in the butt. All right.
Oh, really?
I see. I finally tamed it.
Yeah, awesome.
Trying to think what I should name it.
It. Just it.
It's pretty scary.
That would be scary. Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Really? What the fuck? Friends with scissors. I can't believe I stayed up this late. What am I doing? Oh my god, it's 7:09. Hey, what time is it there where you are? No, I'm kidding. Don't answer that. Yeah, we're in the same time
Oh, I had it on mute. I'm
Oh,
back, by the way.
hello.
I have no idea how long I've been on mute.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, do you see a black box on stream?
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be a web browser, but don't seem to be liking me right now. But yeah, that sucks. I had no idea I was on mute. Was I mute since I've been gone?
You said you were back, and then I was like, "Hi, back. I'm Floyd," and then yada yada, and then you made it yourself sometime like that. I guess. I don't know if you did it on purpose or not. Oh Jesus.
Alright, anyway, we'll just ignore that for the moment. Might be something to do with the fact that it's on a different monitor, even though I have it on compatibility. One second, let me try one last thing. Get rid of that.
I think it'll.
Oh, browser source. So there's one specifically for browser. I was trying to find that, but I didn't see it right off the bat. Actually, it's gonna only. You have to type in the actual freaking thing here. Hold on. Alright, there we go.
Alright then.
Alright, so now you can see Dota Dex, which is the taming stuff that I have. You can see I've been using that for the thing. It says crops, and it tells you how much you need, how much time it's going to take, and how much narcotics are of different types you need.
Uh,
Apparently, the taming multiplier. Shoot, was it 5 or 4? This is a 95. 4. 0 point. Let me check the actual ARK stuff. My actual like server thing. I want to see if it was what I think it is. I'm actually gonna look at its config file real quick.
mm,
Actually, it won't be under that. It'll be in the other one. Food no.
meow.
Actually, it would be on the other one. Right, taming multiplier 5.0. Okay, so it's 5. And I'm trying to find the food one. I wonder if it's listed.
Your phone number's unlisted.
Nah.
I don't know. Take that.
Might not actually be listed because it might not be changed. Oh, let's go back to Dodex. So it was times 5, not the other one. Let's just say 1 because I think it is 1. If it's not listed, it's default. All right. So apparently, according to this, crops took 1 hour 28 minutes, which seems about right. Took 55 units of food. We have a modded version of this right here, so that's not, that's divided by I think 5. And we got 47 levels, so 142 should have been its tame amount. Let me check. Oh crap! I accidentally turned on another program. Let me get rid of that before it screws up my graphics. Okay, there we go. If I exit out of Second Life for any reason, it'll screw up my graphics. I think it's because I'm using 2 different ports on the card, and they're older ports, to plug my 2 monitors in. Today, I should have a parcel coming in with my with all the monitor cables that have basically
Audio and all.
it's an adapter cable. You know what? I think I might have screwed up. No, never mind. I didn't. It's HDMI to display adapter 2. Never mind. It worked. Right, so anyway, we got this done. Let's see if there's a 142.
Congratulations. It was just 2 hours of your life.
Pretty much, sure it is. 143, well, that's after I put a point in. So yeah, it was right. Dododex is exactly right in their calculations. But the main reason I tamed this dude, other than, you know, some of it's like watch this, I can harvest berries like that. That's the fine delicate harvest. Notice that you it'll say that I have fiber. It uses its claws on its hand to delicately harvest things. But if I wanted to do the power harvest, that'd be its power harvest, although it didn't do anything, which is odd. I'm not sure how that works. That would give you wooden thatch.
Thatch, please.
You might actually have to set it.
The Dododex is in the way. So.
Hello again.
Hello. Managed to get
Hey,
the tame done.
Oh, nice. So I'm confused here. We don't have the ability to build wind turbines, but yet I'm standing in front of one.
You can. You just can't do it through mods. Wind turbines are a vanilla item.
They are?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Now I can harvest it. They're from Scorched Earth only.
You're still capturing your browser, by the way.
Oh, shoot. Well, that's annoying.
Let's get the Dododex up. Like, it's taking up the whole screen, so...
Yeah, my bad. I'm not the best streamer, but yeah. So, back, I'll repeat what I did just so you can see what happened. Holy crap, that got a lot of wood. Right.
Wow.
That is insane. Plus, I'm fat, so my character, I mean, so. Let's go ahead and drop that so I have some room. Alright, so we got. Back to what I was saying before I didn't realize that. Oh, I got 2 more levels in harvesting.
Let me borrow that top.
We'll do 2 of those. So, we go to this. Delicate harvest. Oh, I have to find something that's a bush. Delicate harvest is for berries. Fine harvest is for where's the bush we need one? There's one. That gets you fiber. The more points you put in that harvest settings that you saw earlier in the radial menu, the more material you'll get out of every time you harvest. Power gives you this, which is a massive amount of wood. That's 791 wood. That's crazy. And the fine is the fiber berries, like that. So, very efficient harvester. The main thing I am going to be harvesting with this dude is, wow, that hurts. This thing's nasty. This will be for harvesting organic polymer. I'm sorry, black pearls.
Oh, you lost him.
Oops. Well, it's for the stream. Yeah, this is very efficient at harvesting black pearls from eucalypt lobsters. But you have to pull them on shore with a grappling hook, and then you can attack them to get the harvesting. Alright, now to get this thing back to the cave. But for now, since it's really late and this took forever, I'm going to say good night, or technically good morning. Thank you for watching. Signing off.